Knock on wood that it doesn't happen as you guys enter calving season here. But at the same time, I think both seed stock and commercial operations, you're going to have times where things don't go exactly right. Well, good afternoon, friends, and welcome to the Cattlemen's Corner, a video series revolving around the beef production cycle and other pertinent topics to our industry. Throughout the series, I'll be visiting with producers, K-State Research and Extension beef specialists, and other industry experts. Today, I'm in Smith Center, Kansas, at Overmiller Gelbvieh Red Angus with Brent and Kelly Overmiller. Brent, if you wouldn't mind, would you share a little bit with us about what it is you guys do and some of the goals of your operation?
We run a seed stock and commercial operation, both. We sell about 80 bulls and 60 commercial heifers annually in a production sale. And we calve spring and fall. We calve about 400 females in the spring and 125, 150 in the fall. And we market those animals through the production sale or through the sale barn, depending on whether they're purebred or commercial.
Well, I think that plays in great with a little bit about what we wanted to talk about today, and that's calving season. For spring calving herds, if you haven't started calving already, you're probably, it's right around the corner. And so with you guys being seed stock producers, that puts you maybe at a little bit higher stakes than a lot of guys who just have the commercial herd. Kelly, what are some of the things that you guys might go through or some of your management practices as calving season approaches?
Our cattle run a lot like commercials. As Brent said, we have commercials too, and our seed stock cows really don't get treated a whole lot different. Our first calves were born the end of January. We had some embryos put in that came then, and then we moved right in 1st of February to the first round of AI calves. I guess our cows run on stocks all through the fall, just like most commercial cows do. Then we bring them in about a week before they're due. And we actually calve out in pastures on all the mature cows. The bred heifers are brought to the home site here. Then we sort off the heavies, and then they actually we'll shut them up in a barn. And then as soon as they calve, we haul them a mile over to where I live, and then they're kicked back out on grass. As far as some different things, I guess, we treat them pretty much the same. We don't baby the cows. They get checked twice a day on a good day, just enough to make sure we get them tagged and weighed. And then the heifers, obviously, we do watch closer. Just, first time mom syndrome kicks in, and just in case we do need to assist in any way.
Now, are your heifers running, your first time heifers running on stock similar to what the cows would be, or will they be in a little bit closer throughout the winter and the last trimester as well?
They ran on stocks too. We brought them home, I think, 30 days before they were due, just to maybe get a little better condition, feed into them. But no, they ran out on corn stalks just like the cows. Just try to get that body and that girl used to what's going to be ahead of her in life.
Very good. As calving season approaches, and this can be for either one of you, but as calving season approaches and you start and your calving window, you come towards the middle of that, do you guys ever move calves from the original calving pasture to a new environment to keep away from diseases, or do you find that your herd has enough resistance and the right immune tolerance that you kind of keep them together and you have a short enough calving window? What's the best practice in your mind there? What do you guys do?
Well, we don't move them. This year we have split them up into smaller groups because we felt like maybe we had too many in one spot, and we did have some scour issues in the past, but so far this year we haven't had scour issues, and so that has been helpful. And being out on grass, we have less of that problem than when calves that are born in the lot. And that's why we move our bred heifers as soon as they can. We get them back out on grass, out of the barn as fast as we can.
Very good. Knock on wood that it doesn't happen as you guys enter calving season here. But at the same time, I think both seed stock and commercial operations, you're going to have times where things don't go exactly right. Breaches, or you've got to assist, or whatever the case may be. What's kind of your time window, or what do you follow there if you see somebody that you think has either begun or maybe is in a little bit of trouble? What are your management practices there if you think that you've got one that maybe needs to be pulled?
Well, as I said earlier, we check twice a day. We try to get twice a day just in case there is. And there's 100 and some cows calving in a 240, 300 acre pasture. So it's a big pasture out behind my house. not a single catch pin. I mean, they literally are just running out there with Mother Nature. But just like the heifers, obviously, as I said, we watch a little closer. And once we see a water bag, we usually give them an hour.
Okay.
And then we think, well, and it also depends on how hard she's still going. If she's still, we think, got a chance, we might go a little longer. Kind of depends on the situation, but an hour is kind of our. But on mature cows, basically they'll check them in the morning, check them again at 5, and if same cow still calving, then we know we've got an issue and it's time to do some assistance. But knock on wood, generally those cows, we don't touch her again unless it would be breech or something.
Excellent.
That's about it.
So, as you guys understand the importance of colostrum within the first 24 hours, or say you have a set of twins or a cow just isn't claiming a calf, what are kind of your concepts, or what do you follow there? If you've got a drafted calf, or as far as milk replacer, colostrum replacer goes, what do you find the most successful in that regard?
We like to see the calf get colostrum as soon as possible, even if we have one born out. Like this year we had some born in the cold weather we had in the snow. We bring those calves in and warm them up and take them back to the mom. We try and go ahead and feed them some colostrum while they're in the warmer, just so they get that in. The sooner they get it, the better they are. We've seen in the past, if you have a calf that doesn't get colostrum for maybe 12 hours, your immune system just isn't as good. You'll find those calves get sick a lot more often than the calf that does. As far as twins go, we like to leave them on the cow, especially the heifers in the barn. And make sure they get that natural colostrum as the best they can. But out in the pasture, sometimes if I'll see one where I know they've had twins and one's by itself, the mom's ran off with another one, we'll go ahead and bring that calf in and give it colostrum right away and make sure it did get some in case it didn't get up very small before she took the other one away. But we really feel it's important to get that colostrum as soon as possible because it's very beneficial for the calf's health system.
With you guys being a multi-breed operation, have you noticed differences between the Gelbvieh and the red cattle and vigor after birth, or is there some differences across breeds in what you feel will have a livelier calf or a more aggressive calf post-birth?
That question came up on a new prospective customer this year. Somebody who had been straight one breed and was looking to go to a different breed. He flat told me he didn't know where he was going to go, but was looking at a Gelbvieh balancer bull, and he asked, are they bigger at birth? What's their survival? And I feel that the Gelbviehs do get up really quick. They have aggressive calves when they're born. They want to get up, they want to nurse, and that kind of goes along with the whole getting that colostrum quick. Because if that calf just lays there, and there are breeds that are known to be a little slower, and I think both the Gelbvieh and the Red Angus have pretty good survival and pretty good strength at birth, and I think that is key to get these calves up and going. And there's enough different breeds and bloodlines out there that you can always find one that's going to have some vigor. And I think survivability is the number one. If we don't have a live calf, we don't have profit in this business. Doesn't matter if it's our commercial cow herd or the registered ones. We have to have a calf at the end of the day to keep this place functioning.
And again, thank you guys very much for taking time out of your day to discuss some calving season issues with us. You see my contact information on the screen. If there's anything that the Postrock Extension District can do for you, or if there's a conversation or topic you'd like to see covered in the Cattlemen's Corner, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'll be doing several videos and interviews throughout the course of the year, and your feedback is much appreciated.